With the full moon on January 13th, your path to freedom is being illuminated, showing you what is out of alignment, what is holding you back, putting the spotlight on areas in your life, internally and externally, that requires more clarity and also a sense of freedom, helping you really become aware of what is really keeping you from experiencing this immense freedom in all areas of your life. Because we all seek some way of freedom in our life. This could be freedom in terms of our beliefs, our fears, our things that are holding us back internally. It could be freedom towards any external things as well. Money, monetary things, relationships, circumstances, all of those different things. And this full moon really illuminates your path to achieving immense freedom, whether it's ultimate freedom or just freedom in certain areas in your life. Really putting the spotlight on the things that you need to become aware of that is in direct conflict with you experiencing the freedom that you would love to experience. This full moon helps you really become aware of any patterns that are holding you back, any limitations, any emotional setbacks, and also on a relationship level as well that are now ready to be released. So this energy actually feels quite expansive, and it's also calling for your courage and your trust as you allow yourself to let go of and shed all the stuff that is no longer serving you. In this video, I want to share with you the key things I think you should know about this powerful full moon, and also some action steps on how you can really harness this powerful energy to really help you experience more freedom in your life. So let's start out with the key things that I think you should know about this beautiful full moon on January the 13th. The first thing I want you to know is that there's this beautiful invitation now and the opportunity to release the old cycles, the old patterns, all the things that are no longer serving you. This full moon really shines light onto all areas of your life, helping you become aware of what is out of alignment, what requires your attention. And here it's really about being open to receiving that, being open to receiving the insights and the guidance and the clarity. So you don't know, so you don't have the awareness of what is really keeping you, what is really in direct conflict with you experiencing the freedom that you would love to experience. Now, this can be old patterns that you have been just kind of stuck with. Patterns, they're just like they're part of you. They have become part of your identity. And by you becoming aware of those patterns, those habits, those limitations that you have made your truth, then you have the awareness to do something about that. Even your fears, any doubts, any limited kind of thinking. As you're becoming aware of that also then gives you the awareness to make a shift, to make a change, to do something about that. It's about really becoming aware of what is in direct conflict or in your way of experiencing absolute freedom in any area of your life, or even all areas of your life, internally and also externally. And there's really that invitation to, as you're becoming aware of it, to then release it, to let it go, to transcend it into something higher. Because you want to set yourself free from all that weight, all the stuff that's been holding you back, that is keeping you from experiencing immense freedom in your life. So if freedom is one of your values that you really value the most, then this full moon is really going to give you the insights, the guidance, the spotlight that you need to become aware of all the things that are really in direct conflict and in your way of you experiencing freedom. So make the most of it. Be open to receiving the insights. Be open to be shown. Don't get mad, don't reject it, don't resist it, but really make that time and space to just open yourself up. Like, okay, show me. What is in the way of me experiencing immense freedom? And then work with whatever comes up. Release it, let it go, transcend it. Then the second thing I want you to know is that there's a heightened emotional energy that comes with this full moon as well. So expect that emotions may be running high, that emotions may be coming to the surface. They may be bubbling to the surface, or they may be just kind of coming full forth. And this is not to derail you or to overwhelm you. It's simply to give you the awareness. Because when something comes to the surface, that's like the knock on the door, like, hey, I'm here, just want to make myself known to you, right? And it's for you to then decide, okay, I'm going to let that go. Because we have so much stuff that's deep beneath the surface. Think of an iceberg, right? You see that tiny little piece on top, and then underneath it is that big chunk. And that's like what's happening beneath the surface within us as well. Our fears, our doubts, our limiting beliefs, and all of that, past experience and past woundings, they're all in direct conflict of us living the life that we want to live, experience the freedom, the abundance, the happiness, the joy, the success, whatever it is that you want to experience. Those things are in direct conflict with that. They're influencing what you want to have, what you want to experience, and negatively impacting that. So just be aware that whatever comes up with this full moon, do not reject it, do not resist it, do not get mad, do not get overwhelmed by it. Simply let it work through you. Do your work to let it dissolve. Let it dissolve into nothingness where it came from. Release it. Transcend it into something higher. And if you're not sure how to go about this and you would like some clarity, some insight, some guidance, or maybe learn how to do that, then please I want to invite you to join me inside my membership Transcendence. I have created a 12-week journey of soul alchemy where I will teach you all of that. How to work with the things that are coming up, those subconscious fears and doubts and all the stuff that's beneath the surface, to really then transcend it into something higher so you can then live the life that you would love to live. There's a link in the description below. You can join Transcendence for free for 7 days. Try it out. See how you like it. Get started with the very first week of this 12-week journey, because each week a new module unlocks with multiple lessons in it. But that's basically what you will learn inside Transcendence. It's the core of Transcendence, this 12-week journey. So if that's of interest to you, links in the description below. But just know that with this full moon, emotions may be running high. So just be aware of that. These are the messages from soul, showing you where are you holding on to resistance, frustration, and unprocessed energy. So just be aware of that. Be grateful for what comes up, because that gives you the awareness to do something about it. Then the third thing I want you to know is that with this full moon, there's also a spotlight on relationships, giving you more of an insight into the dynamics within all of your relationships, also the relationships that you have with yourself. So you can become aware of where is somewhat of a dysfunctional dynamic going on. Where are some things out of alignment within your relationships? Like I said, your own relationship with yourself and the relationships in your life. This can be close relationships, and this can be just, relationships with, co-workers, or, more distant kind of acquaintances or friends or whatnot. So just become aware of that. Like with this full moon, there's that spotlight on those relationships as well, giving you insights into who is holding you back, who is limiting you, who is trying to keep you in a more constricted kind of energy, who is just not in alignment with who you have grown into, because you have grown tremendously up until this point. And sometimes as we're on this spiritual awakening journey, spiritual growth journey, we outgrow certain people in our life. We outgrow certain relationships in our life, and also the relationships with our old self as well. And this full moon really puts a spotlight on all of those dysfunctional, outdated, no longer in alignment kind of relationships, like I said, with yourself and even outside of you. So just become aware of that, because then you also have the awareness to do something about it. Whether it's you're maybe walking away from certain relationships, or you may be, shifting your perception around it, you're shifting your energy around it, you're having a conversation with people, whatever it is. You will know what is to your highest and greatest good on how to tackle whatever you uncover. But just know that there is a spotlight on relationships throughout this month, actually, and also especially around the full moon as well. And this also gives you really the opportunity to really become aware of what is it that you truly want out of your relationships in 2025, giving you more of a clarity then as well. And then the fourth thing that I want you to know is that there's also now a spotlight on your vision for the year ahead as well. So you're not only becoming aware of all the stuff that's out of alignment and outdated, no longer working, no longer serving you, but you're also receiving a spotlight onto your path ahead, giving you insights, clarity into how is your life in 2025 meant to unfold? What is really possible for you? What are you meant to step into? What is your soul calling you, inviting you, nudging you, maybe even pushing you to step into and embrace? What is asked to be expressed through you? So just be aware of that. Be open to that. Maybe have a notebook handy to write down any insights, any notes, any guidance, any downloads that you're receiving for your path moving forward. So just know that the spotlight is not just on the negative things and the things that has been and that are not in alignment, but also your path moving forward. What is to your highest and greatest good? What are you meant to step into and things like that? Then the fifth thing I want you to know is that with this beautiful full moon on January the 13th, there's also the divine support from the divine feminine. Like when I tuned into the energy of 2025, I could feel that there's more of a divine feminine kind of energy rather than the masculine that we experienced last year. So this year is really more so about tapping into the divine feminine energy, the essence and the flow of it. Making the most out of your intuition, really tuning into your intuition, using your intuition, trusting your intuition, connecting more with soul, your higher guides, that inner wisdom, and also honoring what you need. Here I'm talking about self-care, self-nurturing, things like that. And you're getting a taste of that. Now with this full moon on the 13th, it's about tapping into the support and the energy of the divine feminine. Being more at ease about things. It's no longer about pushing and grinding and making things happen, but it's like, okay, being in the energy of flow. Flowing through life, flowing through challenges, flowing through obstacles, flowing through the inspiration. It's about really being in that flow state. And you're getting a taste of that with this full moon on the 13th. So here, make the most out of that. So these are the key things I want you to know. Now let me share with you some action steps of how you can really harness the beautiful energy of this full moon. First and foremost, I want to invite you to take some time out with this full moon to create a release ritual. Writing down anything and everything that you're now ready to release, that you're now ready to let go of. This can be beliefs, feelings, fears, doubts, habits, situations, people, whatever it is. Write it all down. What are you ready to release? Start out with, I now am ready to release, and then all of that. And anything else that I may not be aware of at this time. And then just write down anything and everything that is coming to mind that you are now ready to release. Then maybe burn the papers or, submerge it in water to cleanse and purify it. Burning it, it's like really, you're releasing it into nothingness where they came from. You're dissolving it into nothingness where it came from. And be really intentional about that you release and let go of all that no longer serves you. When you do this release ritual, it's like an act that symbolizes the release, the renewal, the letting go. You're really liberating yourself from all that has been and is no longer serving you. So here, make that time and space for release ritual, whatever it is that you feel called to do. Then the second action step is that I want to invite you is to cleanse and clear your energy field. Like a lot is being released, a lot is coming to the surface. So here, the more you can release any stuck energy and cleanse your energy field of anything that you picked up on is going to be ideal. Now I'm going to put a couple of links to a few light language activations below this video. One is a morning activation to cleanse and clear your energy and to protect yourself for the day. Another one is an evening one to detox from the day. And another one is about releasing any stuck energy. They can be really beneficial for you to really cleanse and clear your energy field. And of course, you can do any other practices from smudging to energy clearing to sound healing, clearing your space, whatever you feel called to do. But cleanse and clear your energy field and maybe even your space as well. That is going to be ideal with this full moon because as you're releasing, as you're letting go, all that stuck energy may be lingering. So do some energy clearing around that. Like I said, you can start with my activations or do whatever you feel called to do to really cleanse your energy field. Because that also then makes room for new energy to come in, for newness to come in, for a more expansive energy to flow. And then the third action step is just set your vision to a more evolved path moving forward. Like I mentioned, there's going to be a spotlight not only on what has been, what is right now, but also your path moving forward. So really set that gaze to, okay, now as I'm releasing all that, now what is my next path? What is that I'm meant to step into? What is that more evolved way of going about life, of being, of, showing up in the world? What am I meant to be doing? What am I meant to step into? Really set that gaze to that. And you can even use the full moon energy to really bring about your intention, to energize your intentions by speaking out loud your intentions for 2025. Putting it out into the universe. Like, this is what I call forth. This is what I align myself to. And here also focus on not just on the things that you want, but also how you want to feel Once you are in absolute alignment with your soul's higher calling, experience that beautiful freedom that you would love to experience. That's how you can make the most out of this beautiful full moon on January the 13th. And of course, also, if you would like some support, if you would like to learn how to really do the deep inner work to really become your own soul alchemist, then please join me inside Transcendence. At least try it out for 7 days to see if it's the right fit for you, if you resonate with it. You can get so much out of this 12-week course that I was guided to create to help you become your own soul alchemist. So the link for that is in the description below. But thank you so much for being here. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Now also be sure to check out these 2 videos here. These are 2 of those energy clearing activations that I mentioned to really help you with cleansing and clearing your energy. So thank you so much for being here. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, make an amazingly abundant and joyful day. Namaste.